Healing Hour, January 2nd, 2018. Welcome to the Healing Hour, and this is Tyson Bannigan, the Energy Detective, and I'm live here with you for the next hour, answering all your questions that have to do with dowsing energy healing. Welcome to the new year. This is January the 2nd, 2018, and I hope you're ready for an interesting show. This is certainly interesting times. If you had an opportunity to listen to the show, the wellness show, we just had an interview with Michael O'Connor when he was giving us the forecast for 2018, and it looks like it's 2018. Looks like it's going to be a very interesting year. It's an 11, which is a master number, which comes to 2, which is duality. So we'll have that interface between the mechanisms that want to control the planet, the hidden hand, and those that are stepping into their truth, into their sovereignty, and freeing themselves from the matrix. So it'll be an interesting push-pull me a year where the two are interplaying and trying to come to some sort of balance. So here's our first call from Gardena, California. Welcome to the Healing Hour. And who are we speaking to?
This is Nago speaking.
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
And how's the clearing going?
Actually, yesterday I couldn't do it, but except yesterday I've been doing it a lot.
Great. And so are you noticing any difference?
Yes, the next day after I started doing it, I was at the seasonal work, and then the place where I was going to work was very far away, like 2 hours away from my place. And I was really concerned about what time I gonna be back. But fortunately, there was one woman. Suddenly, she did show up, and she was telling me that she could give me a ride.
Oh, wonderful!
And yes, that was it's like a miracle.
It is a miracle.
Yes, and that because mostly people who were going there, they were actually local people who do live in the area. So even last night, yesterday, I was coming back home around 2:30 in the morning, but fortunately she was giving me a ride. So I didn't have to wait for the bus until 5 or 6 in the morning. That was very huge to me.
That is huge for you, and I congratulate you in doing the necessary work to change your world. And isn't it exciting for you to discover that you can actually change your whole destiny, or what you would think is your destiny? You can change it for the better, and you just proved it to yourself.
Yes, and also I truly do appreciate that your suggestion that you told me to, record, the deep self healing. And actually, this morning I was playing this for like 3 hours because I was too much exhausted in order to get up. But after 3 hours, I did get up, and it was very delightful. The whole exhaustion was actually gone. Yes, I was so much exhausted, and I didn't have too much. I mean, I did have tensions all over my body, so I could not relax after coming back from work. But after I was listening to the recorded, the deep self-clearing, I was able to sleep, and all the energetic draining, or everything was gone. So this is also huge.
That is huge. That's very exciting. So were you using, when you recorded your voice, were you recording the deep clearing?
Yes, I did.
And were you?
Yeah, and then also I did record, property clearing and also the money clearing. So
right.
I did record everything what you were teaching me.
Very good. So you did 3 clearings. You did the deep clearing, which is the long one, which is about half an hour to 45 minutes, and then you did the short one, which we created, which had to do with
Yes,
prosperity and abundance, and we did and you recorded the house clearing, right? Is that correct?
yes, everything.
Very good. Well, congratulations. I'm glad that you're changing your life, and it's proof positive that if you do the work, you get the results. And so thank you
Yes.
for doing that. And thank you for being courageous to reach out. When was it? The day before Christmas, was it, that we talked?
I think that was actually 28th, Thursday.
On the 28th. Yes, we talked. So that's a lot of work that you were able to do between the 28th and now. So congratulations, and thanks for coming on the show and letting me know that you've made so much change, and keep up the good work. Let me just see how you're doing now and see if we need to clear your energy field. All right. So,
Yes, please.
all right. Well, you're doing pretty good. You're up around 80%. So that's really good. You're starting to maintain your own energy field by the clearing that you're doing. So let's just do a short clearing for everybody listening to this call now and in the future. So here goes. So spinning the pendulum counterclockwise, I translate, transmute, transfigure, heal, and repair all non-beneficial energies in and around and through the beings listening to this call. And I clear them throughout all space, time, and dimensions, both known and unknown. And I call on Divine Mother and Divine Father to assist in this clearing. And I undertake this clearing through the multidimensional layers of reality, removing all core fractures, toxic emotions, and unresolved emotional issues from all listening to this call, so they can show up in this new year, the master number year 11, to be the best that they can be and have all the prosperity, abundance that they are that is due to them. And I undertake this clearing with the assistance of Divine Mother and Divine Father, and I declare it so be it. It is done. Thank you. I'm just going to let it come to a rest now. And it's still very busy. The pendulum is still clearing like crazy. So there you are. There's your new year clearing. So keep up the good work and stay in touch. And may you be prosperous. And then we can do some more deeper work together. So thanks for phoning.
Yes. Thank you, Dr. Tyson.
All right.
Please have a wonderful year. Thank
All
you,
right.
everyone. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye-bye.
So if you'd like to phone in toll free, it's 1-866-369-7464 or 1-866-dowsing. So listening in, you can join me two different ways: by toll free number, or you can click the link that's in the notification that you learned about this broadcast. There's a hot link. It will say something like the following. It'll say Be Live TV, and it will then you click that link and it'll bring you live right into the show, and you'll be live beside me in the show. So if you'd like to join me that way, that's fine. Or you can also just type in your comments here and I'll be able to pick them up. So for example, here's Annette Thornson, who's saying, "Hi, Tyson." That's interesting spelling of my name. I guess I'm a cross between a typhoon and a typhoon. So they're Typhoon. So yes, Happy New Year to you too. Thanks for listening into the show, and all the best in this new year for you as well. And if you feel ready, willing, and able, why not phone in and give us an up-to-date about what's happening in your world, because I know you've been clearing for a long time and bringing about change and transformation in your world. So let me just put up the toll-free number in just a sec here. So we'll take this down and see if we can type in the number here. So toll-free in North America, 1-866-369-7464. And we're standing by for your call. Let's put that up now. I guess it's just going to go into the comments and not go up online here. So here, let's just show this. Okay, there we are. So toll free in North America, 1-866-369-7464 or 1-866-dowsing. So just then, while we're waiting for your call, we're just going to go over to the Dowsing and Energy Healing Group. Thank you, everybody, for joining. We're now at 2,232 members, 500 active participants. And so thank you all very much for joining, in particular you new people. Welcome to the group. And don't forget, if you had an opportunity, there's a free dowsing book done by John Living that's available. I think it's 36 pages for you to download for free. And it will help you clear your house and clear your energy field and give you the basics of dowsing. All right, we're standing by here. We got a new call coming in from Melbourne, Florida in the United States. Hello, you're on live on the Healing Hour. Welcome to the call.
Well, Tyson, Happy New Year. I thought I would call in.
Well, hi. How are you doing?
Silent today.
Yeah, you're that's not you anyway. Not being silent. So, you doing, Annette?
We're doing good. I thought of a few things that maybe other people could benefit from clearing today.
All right, good. Go for it.
I have two issues that maybe. One is trauma when I was 3 years old, and I'm trying to seal that portal. That's one.
Okay.
And the other thing was generational handling of monies.
All right.
So those are the two things.
Yeah, the 3-year-old portal. And that's a great way to describe it. Any trauma that's unresolved in your energy field can create a portal or an energy gateway for lesser forms of energy that are attracted to your light to enter into your field and to piggyback in your field. And of course, they're looking for a way back to the light as well. And most of them don't know that they're energy suckers in the sense that they're living off of other beings' energy. At least the lower forms don't know that, because some of them don't even know that they are no longer in a body, and they get really frustrated because they can't understand why people can't see them and can't relate to them. And the reason is because we can't see them on the other dimension because they're not in a physical body. So that's the lower forms. So when that portal gets closed, then there's no further access to your body. So let's go to age 3. So if you know what the trauma was at age 3, what would it be?
I can only think that it could be abuse or something that someone said to me.
Yes, you're absolutely right. It was abuse.
Yeah.
So very good. That's a very good. I got that immediately. It was sexual abuse. I don't know if it was physical, emotional, mental, or whatever, but it was certainly abuse. And it did have to do with, anyway. So let's see what we can do around that. So knowing that it was abuse, is there anything else that we need to know, which is a good question? I'm dowsing, the answer is no. So are we ready, and is everything ready and willing and able to be cleared now on this instant? And the answer is yes. So knowing that, how would you go about doing this?
I would say, well, I've tried different ways, so I'm not sure. A golden seal, a golden light.
Yeah. Okay. So let's use that golden field of light. Let's install that afterwards, because that's a very high level crown chakra energy. So let's close the portal and then seal it and heal it with that. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So let's do. Let's see how open that is. So that's quite dramatic. It's a 50% opening. So let's clear it using the clearing statements. Okay, so it would go I, and state your name.
I, Annette Theodosian.
In my holy name.
In my holy name.
Undertake this clearing.
Undertake this clearing.
Of all trauma.
Of all trauma.
Known or unknown.
Known or unknown.
related to the age of 3,
related to the age of 3,
and I bring to successful resolution
and I bring with successful resolution
all core fractures,
all core fractures,
toxic emotions,
toxic emotions,
or unresolved conflict
or unresolved conflict
related to all incidents
related to all incidents
during age 3.
during age 3.
And I undertake this with the assistance of Divine Mother and Father,
I use this with assistance of Divine Mother and Divine Father,
and I undertake this clearing
and I undertake this clearing
to the multidimensional levels of reality
with a multidimensional levels of reality,
of your reality or my reality,
of my reality,
and throughout all time, space, and dimensions,
throughout all time, space, and dimension,
both known or unknown.
both known and unknown.
And just to let people know, I'm just holding up my pendulum and showing you that I'm rotating it counterclockwise. Okay, and then it's good to do the Ho'oponopono prayer because it was part of your soul agreement and to have this experience. To who knows for why, but so do the Ho'oponopono prayer. I love you.
I love you.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Please forgive me. Thank you.
Thank you.
I declare it so.
And I declare it so.
So be it.
So be it.
It is done.
It is done.
All right, so just let the pendulum come to rest. I'm just holding up here to show that I have stopped swinging it, and the pendulum now is moving on its own. And when it comes to nearly being still or not going around a circle, then the clearing action is done. I then check in to the field on a scale of 0 to 100, with 100 being free and clear, and it's free and clear. So I don't know whether you felt any shifts around that or not. Did you feel anything?
Yes, on top of my crown.
Very good. Okay, well that's where the golden light is. Okay, great. So is that portal closed? And the answer is yes, 100%. All right, so let's now install. So it seems to me that we'd want to install pure divine golden light. Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
All right, so it would go like this. So I state your name.
I, Annette Theodotion.
Breathe in.
Okay.
I breathe in.
Breathe in.
A pure divine golden light.
Pure divine golden light.
Through my crown chakra.
Through my crown chakra.
Feeling all of my being.
Feeling all of my being.
And radiating from my heart.
And radiating from my heart.
And I open my arms wide and I sigh on the exhale and give the energy to the world.
I open my arms wide and
exhale.
Exhale.
And sigh and give all the energy to the world.
And sigh and give all the energy to the world.
Great. I didn't hear you sigh. Come on, a little longer than that. So let me do one with you. So I'm going to breathe in with you. Go from the diaphragm all the way up, all of your body with golden light, and your last part is your heart until it's just full to the brim, and then go, open your arms and give it to the world. Great. And one more. And one more. Great. You know, this is the whole giving and receiving. You know, you receive the gift of golden light and the clearing, and then you give it away to the world. And by giving it away to world and to humanity, you complete the cycle of the gifting that you received. And so the cycle can then repeat itself. It'll be every breath, it'll be bringing in golden light. Every out breath, you'll be giving it out to the world. So now you're giving and receiving, reciprocating with golden light, which seems absolutely right and the divine thing to do. All right, so that's the first one, and the other one has to do with any blocks that have to do with your lineage and manifestation. Is that correct?
Or how generationally monies were handled. Like I could have maybe in another one lifetime misappropriated funds, or that's a nice way of putting stealing monies from people, or
Right.
maybe something like that, or the way my parents handled money.
All right.
But
That sounds like a really interesting way to get at that. So let's do that. So spinning your pendulum counterclockwise, state I, in your name,
I, Annette Theodotion,
in my holy name,
in my holy name,
undertake this clearing
undertake this clearing
on behalf of my ancestry,
on behalf of my ancestry,
both patriarchal and matriarchal,
patriarchal and matriarchal,
and soul family lineage.
soul family lineage.
Remove any obstructions, misunderstandings, confusion related to giving and receiving,
All misunderstandings or confusion in relation to receiving and giving
yes, and particularly
money
in the form of money.
in the form of money.
Yeah. And I undertake this clearing with the assistance of Divine Mother and Father, or Creator, or
I
whatever.
undertake this clearing on behalf of
No, with the
Divine
assistance of,
Mother and
with the assistance of.
with the assistance of Divine Mother and Divine Father.
And I undertake this through the multidimensional layers of my being,
And I take this through the multidimensional layers of my being
and throughout all time, space, and dimensions
and throughout all time, space, and dimensions
that I have or may have occupied,
that I may have or occupied,
either known or unknown.
known or unknown.
And I declare it so.
And I declare it so.
And I love you. I'm sorry.
I love you. I'm sorry.
Please forgive me and
Please forgive
thank
me.
you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it.
Okay, so let's just tune into that for everybody. Because Annette did it for herself, but let's see if we did it for everybody. So on this call. Well, it's 50% done. So let me do it for everybody on this call. I'll change the wording. So I, Tyson Bannigan, on behalf of all beings listening to this call now and in the future, undertake this clearing of the matriarchal, patriarchal, and soul family lineages with regard to giving and receiving, particularly in a form that we call in the third dimension money, or any facsimile related to money. And we undertake this clearing with the assistance of Divine Mother and Father throughout all the multidimensional layers of our being and throughout all time, space, and dimensions, both known or unknown. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me and thank you. And I declare it so, so be it. It is done. So we're just going to let this come to rest. Okay, so I'm just going to check in and see if it's cleared. Okay, so let's do an installation. So I, Tyson Bannigan, on behalf of Annette and all beings listening to this call now and in the future, call on Divine Mother to run the divine energy of abundance, of money comes now. And we ask that she run this energy for the next 1 minute in silence, so that we all may experience what that feels like to have unlimited abundance flowing to us, which is our birthright. All right, so we will begin this 1 minute of silence, running this energy. Money comes now, starting at this moment. For all beings listening to this call, we're running the divine energy of Mother, which is Money Comes Now, for the next 30 seconds. All right, everybody take a deep breath and sigh on the exhale. That 1 minute is now up, and slowly come back into your physical awareness. And when you're ready, just come back and open your eyes and be present in the moment. So that was the running the divine energy from Mother called Money Comes Now. You can run this energy anytime that you want, and you can run it for any time period that you so request. So, for example, you could say, I call on Divine Mother, who comes with us as totality, wholeness, and truth, to please run the divine energy, Money Comes Now, for the next 7 days, or 24/7, 365, or for the following hour, or whatever length of time that you feel would be necessary for you to understand what that energy is. The important thing is to try and feel that energy of what it is to dwell in that energy inside of yourself. So in other words, you want to be able to feel it, particularly in your heart chakra or in other parts of your body. So when you sit in silence for exactly, for the first moment or the minute or so, to feel it, it deepens the experience if you experience it on the inside first, because everything experienced on the inside allows it to manifest on the outside. So all of the divine energies that we're running and all the transformation that we're making is really truly an inside job. And when you do the inner work, you are going to get results automatically in the outer world. So thank you. Now that was a really good one and a very powerful one to bring in the new year. And so please remember, if it's not manifesting in the way that you want, call on Divine Mother to run the energy. Money Comes Now. All right. Thank you, Annette. Anything else?
Thank you, Jason. I think there is one small thing. I don't know. This is a little complicated.
Okay.
Not complicated, but a little strange. It's at a juncture. It's a precise juncture that repeats itself. I wrote this down, and what it means is there's I wrote it down, special circumstances which cause difficulties in controlling when I'm with the opposite sex. And this may be for just the women, but it's at a juncture that I let myself be easily manipulated and misled.
Right.
The intellect is fully aware of the traps.
Right.
But the intentions are otherwise.
Right. Okay. So
is that an imbalance in the female to male?
Yeah, I think it goes back to your age 3. If you are physically or mentally or spiritually abused, right? Then there's a mistrust of the masculine energy that will reoccur. So this has been a trap that you created, or call it a portal that we just closed. So we want to be able to eradicate that in every iteration from the past into the present and into the future, so it no longer is something that would affect you. So given what you've learned so far, and I'm here to help you, and don't take this as a test, but the reason I'm saying this way is, how would you go about doing this, knowing, and I'm here to help you do it, but the more you understand how to come up with a question and then do the resolution of it right after, the more powerful the shift will happen in your own life. So how would you go about doing this, given what you've learned so far?
I would say what you said before, Annette Theodosian, do...
I would say in my holy name, but you don't have to.
In my holy... I would balance the feminine and the masculine.
Right.
It's an imbalance. So if you're, I think that's just it. It's an imbalance.
Right. So
have
then
to
you would.
balance the,
So then,
and I'm
if
a
you,
Libra,
yeah,
so you would have to balance the feminine and masculine in its
okay.
right.
So then, how would you do
proportion.
that using the clearing? I mean, the clearing is you want to get rid of what you don't want first, and then install what you do want. So,
Transmute, translate, transfigure, heal, and repair.
Yeah, all
That is imbalanced in the feminine and masculine gender.
relating to all of your relations, right?
Right. On all multidimensional levels and layers, frequencies, and tone, I added that.
Yeah, and you'd want to do it through for your lineage as well. So I would include your matriarchal, patriarchal, and soul lineage.
Matriarchal and patriarchal soul lineage. And I asked my light team of 100% light,
Yes.
Mother Mary and Jesus, to balance and clear all imbalances with male and female gender.
Yeah, and why don't you say not only for yourself, but for humanity?
And then also, you said for humanity, is that what you said?
Yeah, why not just ask it for yourself and for humanity? We could all benefit from that.
Oh, okay. And I asked this for myself and humanity, and in my holy name, so be it. It is done. Right.
I might do a Ho'oponopono prayer in there just because all of what showed up in this incarnation was for you to learn to take back your sovereign power and stand in your truth no matter what. So they were experiences that you set up previous to this incarnation so that you could understand that you were in charge of your own the creation of your own world. So that's why I would do the Ho'oponopono prayer. So it would be, I love you all for who showed up in my life. So I love you.
I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you.
And now say, I declare it so.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that.
Oh, now say, I declare it so be it. It is done.
So be it. It is done.
Great. Wonderful. So thank you for going through that process. Again, it's getting you so comfortable with how to do this that every time you pose the question, you'll automatically know the next step to clear it. And that clearing gets quicker and more intense because you're catching it before it even gets caught by the ego, or even a story is attached to it, right? Or even the memory comes to the surface. You're catching it, you're nipping it in the bud. So now that you've cleared that, what would you like to install? So for example, in Theta, we would go to the seventh plane and we say, I command Creator to please install the following feelings or emotions that I may not be aware of, which would be, in your case, would be, let's do something like that I know that I'm always safe and secure, that I'm always loved and appreciated, that I can always trust that I'm guided and therefore I'm safe from any intervention into my energy field, known or unknown, from any known or unknown sources, which could be male or female, right? So now I feel safe and secure. I know what that feels like to feel safe and secure in my heart because I'm one with Source, I'm one with God, or I am the I am presence. And therefore, when I dwell there in my heart, then there can no longer be any intrusion into my field. There can be no abuse. There can be no misuse. There can be no doubt. There can be no shame. There can be no fear. Do you see where I'm going?
Yes, actually, I've shifted, and I'm hoping that by stating these things to you, everyone on this line can benefit also. Oh,
absolutely, and that's the whole purpose of it. And of course, the more that you use your awareness, because you are a teacher, and a coach. So when you come to that awareness and you state it and do the clearing on behalf of humanity, everybody gets to shift. Not only in your lineage, your matriarchal, patriarchal, your solar family, but the whole of humanity gets to shift with you. So, and just think, having 2,232 members in the dowsing and energy healing community, if 2,000 232 people woke up tomorrow morning, or even today did it, what a change we would have on the planet. I mean, there would be flashes of lights everywhere as that new neural network for planet Earth was formed. So that's how powerful this work is.
Can we do it? We don't have to do it now, but I mean, can all of us do it for humanity and for the Earth?
Absolutely. I mean, you can do it. You just did it for humanity and Earth, but let's do it again. So why don't we do that? So I think one of the ones is that we want to do is spinning your pendulum counterclockwise. We would say, I, Tyson Bannigan, in my holy name, on behalf of all beings listening to this call now and in the future, undertake this clearing of all matriarchal, patriarchal, and soul family lineages for all beings associated with this call, and all those that are in the dowsing and energy healing call, all 2,232 souls, to clear all trauma related to misunderstandings between the male and female principle, between the yin and yang, between the light and dark, to know that they are both equal and the need to be balanced in the union, in a sacred union within ourselves, and that the birth of all of creativity, all of manifestation of the world that we dream in comes from the resolution of the balance between yin and yang, light and dark, male and female within ourselves, and that there is no judgment. There's not one is greater than the other or lesser than, or one is good and one is bad. There's no need for any moral judgment, but in that balance, in the yin and the yang is the Tao, the ineffable Tao, beyond all understanding, beyond all worlds, and which we create and destroy. And what I mean by that is, as we bring into creation and we, in evolution and devolution, as we breathe in and we breathe out, we create and we let go, and we bring in the new. And this is what could be better in this brand new year, this year master number 11, than to create a new world, a new beginning, a new way of being, letting go of the old. And it's our divine right, as part of our lineage, that we carry all this in our DNA. So all of that lineage and all that connection, so say you had a little Germanic DNA, all of that that's vibrating in the Germanic DNA gets to be cleared. So all that race consciousness gets cleared as well. Or say you have some Slavonic in your DNA, all the Slavonic gets cleared as well. And say you have some Italian, that gets cleared. So the connection that we have, they say, you're only 7 people away from everybody else on the planet. That interconnection through the multi-dimensions of our DNA allows this interconnection not only to every being on this planet in this life form, but all beings that were on this planet in whatever form that they have incarnated in. So not only can we clear all of the lineages of all the humans, but all the other species that have been birthed on planet Earth and have gone through their soul evolution and actually achieved enlightenment and passed into the next dimension, because Earth has birthed many, many different races over many periods of time. So we get access to all that. We even get access to the DNA, to the Akashic records of planet Earth, and can help her clear too, so she doesn't have to go through so much trauma, a change and transformation. So there need to be less pestilence, less war, less a race disagreement, as we all come to the understanding that there is no separation, never has been, never will be, that we're all one with Source. And any belief other than that, religious or cultural or nationalistic, is just an illusion. It's in actual fact, it's just a lie. It's a misbelief, a misunderstanding. It's a forgetting that we're already enlightened, we're already there, there's nowhere to go and nothing to do. We just need to remember that we're sovereign, pure in who we are. And when we show up that way, all of the scales fall off our eyes and remember who we are. And what could be better than that? What could be more exciting for this year than to wake up remembering who we are as soul beings, remembering why we've incarnated, remembering what it is that we're here to do. Wow. I couldn't think of a better way to remember this year than to remember who I am and why I'm here. So thank you, Annette. We did it for everybody.
That's good. That's good to hear. Thank you, Tyson, for tonight today. It was wonderful. Thank you.
Yeah, and thank you for bringing it up. All right, have a blessed year, and we'll be talking soon.
You too.
Bye
Thank
for
you
now.
very much. Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right, we're standing by for your toll-free call. It's 1-866-369-7464. We're standing by for your call in this new year. Anything that you'd like to clear or get out of your own way or stand in your truth. Any questions about dowsing or energy healing that you'd like to have answered, any questions or concerns, then that would be greatly appreciated if you phoned in and we could deal with it. So Barbara Lutzenheiser Guggens, thanks for checking in. If you want to phone in, feel free to do. Georgia Siosa, sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name, Siaosi, if you'd like to phone in, feel free. Helen Barmau, Happy New Year to you as well. And Michael Sam Castro Escalon, Happy New Year to you. And if any of you would like to phone in, feel free to do that. And also, there's a link wherever you're listening to the broadcast, and the link has a Be Live. I'll just show you here what it looks like. It will be Be Live TV / and then it will be a link that you can click and join me live in the show, or you can phone in toll free 1-866-369-7464. We'll just put that back up again. So heading into the new year, I'm just going over to the Dowsing Energy Healing Facebook group and just seeing if there's any questions that we can answer for people. There's been a lot of interest in the idea of pairing up to be able to be buddies, to check each other's dowsing, and there's been a bit of confusion about how to do that. So if you put your name in that, requesting that you have a buddy, then just choose somebody in that list who wants to work with you. Send them a message either through instant messaging by clicking on their name, or even putting it in the Dowsing Energy Healing saying, hey, so-and-so, I'd like to be your dowsing buddy. Is that okay with you? And how can we meet? And you can, of course, meet by Zoom, or you can meet by telephone, or on Skype is a great way to do it. So you can be anywhere in the world and be able to work with somebody else to check your quality, make sure that your dowsing is accurate and you're getting the answers that you want. There was a great, Madhu was talking about working with a lady around pregnancy, and she was able to do the clearing to get to the lady to 5% capable of carrying a full-term pregnancy. And I was able to get her to 50, and then I was saying, it'd be really great if Madhu could teach this Rima how to do the clearing herself so that she could get herself to 80% clear so that she would come to, full-term pregnancy and be empowered to be able to do that on her own. And what a powerful gift that would be in 2018 to have that gift of allowing your friend to understand what it is to be a sovereign human being, how to stand in their own truth, and how to clear themselves, and how to create the world, not only from the better world for themselves, but for their family, good health, prosperity, and abundance. And not only that, but to clear their lineage, their matriarchal, patriarchal soul family, and also help clear the planet of trauma one person at a time, starting with themselves. So what could be better than that? And Anne-Marie Del Monte says, hi, everyone, on this special evening. First of all, thank you for letting me join this group. I'd like to know whether any of you dows with a lecture antenna. I don't use any antenna. Actually, any of the dowsing tools that I do use, like a pendulum or an L rod or a Y rod, is really just, to me, it's just an extension of my psychic ability, or it's more like an antenna to increase my ability to receive frequency. But all of those are just what I call training wheels for guidance on demand, and that eventually you just will be toolless. And being toolless means that you can just receive the guidance, immediately receive the answers from source, whether you're working with yourself or helping other people find their truth, that it just comes to you really, really straightforward. All right, so just moving on down here and seeing what other things people wanted to work on. I don't know if other people realize, but boy, the January 1 first full moon here in British Columbia was extremely powerful. It was the most gorgeous moon I've seen. It was bright, clear here, snow on the mountain, coming over the mountain, coming home from doing Dao ceremony for the new year. It was a very powerful, powerful presence of the moon. It's called a supermoon. So very, very exciting and dramatic. We live in very interesting times. So going to reading about Friday, Mother Earth planetary clearing. I just like to, which has to do with the full moon, thank all the elementals for all the energies that are being created at this time for us as we cross over from the past year into this new year. On Wednesday, there was 2 requests for clearings that have to do with it. And Monique Sage says she wanted to clear the war on food quality and supply. That's a really good one. To know that all abundance on this earth is our divine birthright, and that there's more than enough for everybody to live truly abundant. That in actual fact, as creator gods, we are able to manifest whatever we need or have it supplied by earth without any money, without any need to work or any of those other attachments that we believe are necessary in order to survive. So this is a powerful one. So let's do a clearing around all that. So spinning the pendulum counterclockwise, it would go, I, Tyson Bennigan, in the whole my holy name, on behalf of humanity, and call on the assistance of the Divine Mother and Divine Father to clear all trauma that leads to war, whether it be culturally rooted or religious or from any and all sources of misunderstanding between male or female or between any groups, known or unknown, and that it be recognized that food and water quality and abundance is our birthright, and that we remove all trauma, unresolved conflict, core fractures related to the feeling of lack or the feeling of being inadequate or the feeling of power over others through any and all sources be eradicated, be removed, and that we undertake this clearing through the multidimensional levels of reality. We call on the elementals of fire, earth, air, and water to assist in the cleansing of Mother Earth, so that she can provide us with abundance, of which is our birthright. And we ask all beings who do not abide by the law of one, which is do no harm. And we ask for the most benevolent outcome for all of humanity and all of the life forms on the planet. And all beings who do not abide by the law of one must withdraw immediately from whence they came. They must surrender, let go, and release humanity from slavery so that all sovereign beings can stand in their truth to go towards the light. I ask for this assistance of Divine Mother and Divine Father to assist in this undertaking through the multidimensional levels of reality and through all time, space, and dimensions. And because we've called for this down on ourselves, for our own lineage through matriarchal, patriarchal, and soul family, for our own learning, I'll say the Ho'oponopono prayer. So I love all beings that came into creation to learn these lessons, to eradicate all karma, to eradicate all war, to eradicate all misunderstanding, to eradicate all judgment, to eradicate all feelings of superiority, to eradicate all feelings of domination over, eradicate all feelings of dominion over all species. And we ask that all these traumas, unresolved core traumas, toxic emotions, and core fractures be resolved and removed from all of the geopathic ley lines of Mother Earth, from all war zones, from all places where atrocities are committed. And we ask that the elemental forces help in this cleanup throughout all time, space, and dimensions. And we declare it so be it. It is done. Thank you. So there we are, clearing the war on food and food quality, and supply. We bring this all to resolution. And we now install six-dimensional energy or higher to know that we are loved by Source, always have been, that we're one with Creator. We have the powers to create and be abundantly wealthy and healthy, and that all of our needs are met through the Divine Mother, Gaia, and that there is no need for war, pestilence, domination over each other. There's no need for money, servitude, or any of that all is abundantly supplied to us when we remember who we are, when we declare that we're sovereign human beings, when we know that we are one with Source, and we declare it so, then all abundance is our birthright and granted unto us. And I declare it so, so be it. It is done. Thank you. So we just have time for one more call. So if you'd like to call in toll free, it's 1-866-369-7464, as we're getting close to the top of the hour and the first show for 2018. All right, so we're going back to the Dowsing and Energy Healing Facebook group, and we're just going to go through any other requests for any assistance that may be stated there. Just to let you know, in the new year, I'm going to be launching within the next 30 days an energy healing course. This will be a master's course for certification in energy healing, primarily using dowsing, but it will also include all sorts of other techniques. It will be theta, access consciousness, running divine mother energies, clearing statements. All the different modalities will be incorporated in that. And using dowsing as a basis, we'll go through a whole protocol and help you and increase your intuitive ability to work with clients to help them become sovereign human beings, overcome all illness, diseases, and disorders, and take back their personal power. So if this is something that interests you, that you've always wanted to be an energy healer, you wanted to work with a group of like-minded people in a group learning experience, then this is one that you'll enjoy. So we'll be launching the energy healing course, certification course, in the next 30 days. So this is something that interests you, please let me know. You can private message me, or you can phone me toll free, 1-866-369-7464. And if you express an interest in the next 30 days prior to the launch, then we'll give you a 25% reduction in the full value of the course, which we haven't even determined what that will be yet. So thank you all for being on the call today. Much appreciated. Looking forward to working with you all in the new year. And until then, and until next week, this is Tyson Bannigan, the Energy Detective, signing off. And may you have this be the best year ever. And of course, the best week ever. And until next week, be healthy, wealthy, and wise. Bye for now. Make an appointment with the Energy Detective, Tyson Bannigan. You can phone toll free in North America, 1-866-DOWSING or 1-866-369-7464. Internationally, it's 1-250-803-2480. Looking forward to talking to you. Bye for now.